Hi guys, it's Miss Holly here, and today we're going to read another book. This one's called Jesus Feeds the 5,000. And this book is about one of the many miracles that Jesus did. Miracles are kind of like these crazy, beautiful, awesome, wonderful things that happen, and they can't really be explained very well to like a human mind, but they're just these things that happen, and they're really good things. So this is just one of the things that Jesus did. This one's called Jesus Feeds the 5,000. One day, a big crowd of people was following Jesus. Some of the people were sick. They wanted Jesus to make them better. Other people just wanted to hear Jesus talk about God. Jesus wanted to be alone with his 12 helpers. He wanted to talk to them and rest for a while. So they got into a boat and rowed away from the shore. But the people ran along the shore to stay close to Jesus. Jesus and his helpers rowed their boat back to shore. They got out of the boat and climbed up a hill. The people climbed up the hill too, so they could be with Jesus. This crowd of people, there's just something about Jesus that they are drawn to, and they just really want to stay close to him. Jesus loved the people. He wanted to help them. So he stayed with them and taught them many things. So just like they wanted to be with him, he wanted to be with them too. He wanted to help them and teach them. After a while, it was getting late. The people were tired and hungry. Jesus asked his helper Philip, "Where shall we buy bread for the people to eat?" Jesus said this to see what Philip would say. He already knew how he was going to feed the people. Philip said to Jesus, "Even if we worked for 8 months, we could not earn enough money to feed all these people. There's way too many people and they don't have enough food. I wonder what's going to happen." Jesus had another helper whose name was Andrew, and Andrew met a boy who had some food. Andrew brought the boy to Jesus. "This boy has some food," said Andrew. So this little boy's got some food, but does that look like enough to feed that many people? That little basket? No way! The boy had 5 small loaves of bread and 2 small fish. This is it. That's all the little boy had. It was not enough food to feed all the hungry people. Jesus said to his helpers, "Have all the people sit down." There was a lot of grass where all the people could sit. So all the people sat down. There were about 5,000 men. There were also many women and children. Jesus took the loaves of bread in his hands. He said a prayer to God to thank him for the bread. He asked God to bless the bread. Kind of like if you ever say a prayer to God before you eat dinner. Kind of what Jesus is doing here. He's asking God to bless the bread and thanking him for giving them food. Then Jesus broke the bread into pieces, and he gave it to the people. As Jesus passed out the bread, there was more and more bread. The people could have as much as they wanted. Wait a second, there was only like 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish. How is he feeding all these people? Whoa, look at all this. Jesus did the same thing with the fish. He asked God to bless the fish. Then he broke it into pieces and gave it to the people. There was so much fish that the people could not eat it all. The people ate and ate until they were full. That was a miracle. So he prayed to God and asked God to bless the food. And God provided all of this food for all of these people so they could eat. Then Jesus said to his helpers, "Pick up all the food that is left. Do not let any food be wasted." So they picked up all the food that was on the ground. There was enough food left over to fill 12 big baskets. Wow, and that's just leftover food. Think about all the food that went in their tummies. The people were very surprised. How did Jesus feed so many people? They asked. All he had were 2 small fish and 5 small loaves of bread. Jesus must be a special prophet. Jesus did many more great things while he lived on earth. Soon the people knew that Jesus could do great things because he was the Son of God. All right. So again, this book describes the miracle of how Jesus fed the 5,000. Can you tell maybe someone who's close to you, maybe a grown-up or a brother or a sister, how Jesus made this miracle happen? What was the thing he did with the bread and the fish? Can you remember? If you can't, go back and listen again and then see if you can tell somebody. All right, I hope you enjoyed this story. I enjoyed reading it to you. Bye, guys.